All right. I'm at legend.
And the broadcast. Hey, you know what that means? That means the broadcast has started.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So now I did not share this out. I mean, I did not stream this to Facebook or the Twitter machine. So, Corey, you may want to do that while I'm doing a minute of introduction or so here.
I'm
Yeah.
actually TPing over to CK.
Nice. Yeah, I'm
Words
at
that
the
we
Shipple.
didn't say.
I'm at the Shipple West Gate, which is a new thing since
Like
I've been
you
over
do.
here.
All
I love
right.
this. We have the giant Shipple Westgate sign, and then Shippletopia opens October 22nd. Tiny sign in front of the giant sign. Which I think what's going to happen is this wall is going to get broken down, and then people will look. You can.
Then it'll be like
real
straight
Disney World where you
Disneyland.
can only just
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
on the wall.
Wait a minute. Oh. Aha!
Oh,
Sorry.
through the
I
wall.
just had to play Minecraft for a minute there. So yeah, this is the west gate of what's going to be Shippletopia. And the funny part is I can pan around and show it to you right now. And there's nothing there because it's being built in a different place and it's going to be imported to our world. So this is the area of Chicken Ka where Shippletopia has been built, and it's the architecture is complicated. It's going to live on a separate server, and you'll only be able to enter Shippletopia from Chicken Ka. And an exclusive deal we made with Walt Disney. I mean, with Bull Shipples. This is going to be the place. And joining me today are Corey Cottrell. I don't know who that guy is. And Laurie Rauch is we call her our Shipple auntie. She is the person helping organize the Chicken Ka 7, which is also the board of directors for the Shipple Charitable Fund, which is she's going to tell us some about some exciting stuff that's happening there. Like I said, she's not helping organize us. She's the only hope we have of being organized. And so Laurie's going to talk about that. And Jess Glass on the bottom of the screen there is local to me here in Central Florida. And she is also she's the meme queen. Tell us what you're doing for the Shipple project, Jess.
So right now, there's lots in the works for the future, but at the moment, we're just trying to get everybody involved and get some memes flowing. In our original iteration as Shipple Base Camp, we used to have a great, community built around making memes and having fun, and we're trying to get that going again.
Back when we were a joke token.
Yeah, back when it was just a dream.
Keep joking.
You may not know, but
Yeah.
Corey literally created Shipple as a joke on Ripple, a shitty Ripple, Shipple, if you will. And, how that evolved is I kept not understanding what it was for. And, here's a bunch of Shipple, Greg. And I'm like, great. And I started giving it away for people that were going to their local homeless shelter or food bank and making donations and then posting receipts. And then the whole meme contest thing started happening where every week we would solicit people for memes. They would bring them in and we would show them on the internet machine and laugh hysterically and give away prizes. And so Jess is now in charge of that. And are you getting a sense that, Jess, that it's a much bigger deal now than it was 3 years ago when we started all this?
It definitely feels like a bigger deal.
Yeah.
And just the interaction with all of the different components of, everything that we're seeing with wax and blue and all this amazing stuff that's happening.
Right.
It feels like a pretty big deal.
Yeah. And, when Corey created Shipple, the tools available to anybody trying to create a token or a currency were madly more difficult than they are now and less functional. Yep. And so we all had a large pile of Shipple, but we really couldn't do anything with it except pass it around to each other. And now, with the forking of it over onto the Wax blockchain, guess what? Now we have a usable token that's tradable that has value. You can actually, buy it on an exchange. And, the most fascinating thing to me is this week when Blue DAC opened, it's sort of like Alcor, only times 10 and way better. And so now we're going to be able to stake that Shipple in liquidity pairs and then stake those pairs onto Blue DAC and generate other kinds of token. And I'm just absolutely endlessly fascinated with this. But I I will never stop being amazed that this thing that Corey kind of started as a joke has turned into a way for us to do really good things in the world, like fund homeless service projects and fund animal shelters, and I'm just knocked out by that. And so that brings me to talking to Laurie for a few minutes, who was brought on board by our friend Martian Bullshipples, by the way, meme lord himself.
Yeah.
Still making great memes
Of
to this
meme
very day.
lord fame.
And
So I'm actually I don't have TP in Shinka, so I'm trying to walk to you. And I think I just went by the big barn looking thing. I just went south.
Yeah, we're
All right.
south from the hub. I can look at the map and see where you are.
I should.
We have Corey chat a bit first, and then you can come back to me.
Yeah, okay. Corey, chat a bit first while you're lost and wandering around.
Yeah, am I going the right way or should I turn around?
I mean, I don't even see you on the map. So, are you Uplift Zen? Is that you?
I am. That's me.
I recognize you. So follow that road that you're flying over right now west.
Sadly, I'm not flying. There's no flying in CK. They turned it off, those a-holes.
I'm flying in CK.
You must have mod in CK. Listen to you.
Yeah, because
All
I'm the mayor. That's how that goes.
Because I'm the mayor, he says. I just had a bad guy with diamond boots come at me.
That and 50 cents will get you like flying powers and a cup of coffee,
which is like a lot.
Mhm.
Anyway, so I'm in down.
There's
Yeah,
a meme
so
in there somewhere. I hear it.
Definitely.
Can I
The blue DAC thing? I crunched some numbers, so I didn't expect the price of blue to go up this much this fast, like at all. We started at 0.1 wax, and it's at like, I don't know, 0.57 now, which is absurd. I just died. What the hell?
Oh, that was my fault because I teleported you and I was hovering when I did.
Oh, could you teleport me again?
You should spawn,
but like
right near
from
me
the
somewhere.
ground.
Yeah, I'll try that. Okay,
Thanks for trying. Anyway, so I'll just keep talking now. So yeah, we figured out how much we're giving away in blue token this month, and the number is absurd.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
you guys want to know what it is?
Yes.
It's $20 million worth.
Well, I'm in for some of that. So, now Corey is being chased by mobs because
I'm running away.
Survival. This is not working out like I thought it was gonna.
Run away. Yeah, remember when we said we shouldn't have mobs
in any
because
of these
giant pain in the ass, you can do anything? This is why.
So crazy. Wow, there's a lot of mobs over here.
That's scary. I'm physically
go
terrified.
in the shelter. Go in the shelter.
I'm going.
You just
Right
passed the
away.
shelter. Okay.
Oh, the shelter.
So,
I just look. There's signs. Oh,
this red and green building with the doors on it.
I'm getting jacked.
So are we going to talk about how we can get blue?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Corey.
There's. I'm like, yeah. You guys let's show it off. I'm good. I am not prepared for battle.
Okay. So yeah, sorry, Corey died several times there, but
well, examples.
Right. This is what happened when we tried to do a show on Fortnite one time. It's basically us scrambling around getting killed constantly.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave the game off. I'll leave it up to your capable hands and like go big screen so I can actually see stuff.
All right. I can't even remember where the conversation was because that's
how do we get blue?
I was just saying, how do you get blue? Yeah, there's an article by Arity. You can actually go to the site and click on the WTF button, and it takes you to an article that gives you directions on how to get everything. So it'll show you how to do go over to Alcor. It'll show you how to do the swap and then add liquidity and then do the whole thing. So it's rather involved, and I only have 19 minutes, and I really want to see SHIPPLETOPIA. Right.
Well, to let everybody know, I did a walkthrough last night with our friend Archer Corvus, getting him set up to do trades, and I got him from having only a wax wallet and some Shipple and some wax to trading his first liquidity pair on Alcor and then staking them on Blue DAC in about a 40-minute session, and it worked. So
yeah, my son did the same for me yesterday. It was not long.
And once you get the pair set up, it's actually a lot easier. Like, let me go from game screen to sharing this because I can kind of show you what this looks like in
Laugh track. You're the best. Getting blue is very easy. Even I could do it. Except like she's been whaling into like half the games on wax and like doing really, really well. And it's the thing, like every little step is is pretty simple. It just can be kind of daunting when you see like a bunch of them you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Right. So this website, this is the exchange that we use to make the pairs and to get blue. It's called Alcor. It's an exchange that a lot of people in the crypto sphere are used to using. I will remind you that there are two. There's the Wax mainnet and the EOS mainnet. So you want to make sure you're on the Wax net. But what you can do is swap a token that you have for a token that you don't have. For instance, I happen to have a lot of Shipple. Not sure why. Right. So I could actually swap some Shipple for some blue. Now I won't get very much blue because my Shipple isn't worth that much. Just
down a little bit.
Yeah, did I miss
Just
it?
yet.
There it is. Right. So if I were to say want to trade 100,000 Shipple, I used to have a lot more than that, but I've got it all locked up in liquidity pairs now. That trade will give me 5 blue. That's not a lot, right? We get that. But if you're trading a more valuable token like Wax, you can get quite a bit of blue, and then you're going to make liquidity pairs that are what's the word I'm looking for? Benefited. No.
Powerful.
Yeah, they end up being deeper. So basically, like what happens when we all add liquidity, we're basically saying we're going to put a bunch of these 2 different tokens in a pool to make it easier for other people to swap in and out of them. And the machine that does this adjusts the price based on how much goes out of one side, right? And the main thing is that actually would create something called impermanent loss for the people that were in it, because you get like a little bit of fees when they do that. But if one token moons compared to the other one, or goes up quite quickly compared to the other one, it would actually be better for any one person to just be in one token or the other. So that's actually why this stuff is called yield farming or yield mining, right? And this is what they figured out. Like, why don't we just pay people to hold liquidity? And so that's what we're doing. Right.
Incentivize liquidity pools. That's the word I was
exactly
looking for.
Right.
Like if you're old like me, you remember a time when banks were so anxious to get you to open an account at their bank that they would give you a toaster if you opened a bank account there, or they would pay you a higher interest rate, right? So
thank you for that. I need a toaster meme with a $20 million on it.
Yeah, with like Blue DAC logos coming up out of
yeah. It's a $20 million.
Blue DAC and a Wax
$20 million toaster.
That's
No big
right.
deal.
So this is what's happening is once you make these liquidity pool pairs on the Alcor exchange, you can come over here to this amazing. I love who did the art.
We actually licensed it from an artist. And then
beautiful.
Brent actually put it all together. So yeah, all the elements, we actually purchased all that stuff. So like all that stuff is going to end up in NFTs and whatever. I don't know the name of the artist, but I'll find out because like I want to make sure that they get.
I absolutely
love it too.
Color,
it's really
color
fun.
and style is fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Signature.
That's the important part. Is the art style. That's the most important part of this whole thing.
Clearly, right? The aesthetics.
So you can come over now to the Blue DAC site and you can there are different projects that are stakeable over here. You can earn blue by staking your blue Wax pair. That's what I'm looking at right now, or your blue Yoshi pair, or your blue Yoshi coin pair. Now this Amy number, this is some cool stuff right here. This is basically the percentage, but this is a factor, right? So it's 4 times whatever amount you have staked.
But Greg, before that on Alcor, don't you have to do the liquidity part, the putting together?
I missed that part.
That's right.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you
the whole lesson here, but
how unbelievably fantastic it is that all of you guys actually know how to do this now.
Right. So from the same page,
actually tearing up a little bit. This is so freaking important, guys. Like what we're doing right now. Like there are many chains and many companies now where people were at the beginning and it changed fucking lives. I don't know if that's going to happen on this one, but it's not impossible, right? You guys are all just like, no. Shipple's pretty fun, and like Shippletopia is gonna be awesome. By the way, I saw Zestra had like, how does this connect to it? I'm like, obviously Shippletopia, Shipple Blue, and if you own that LP, I mean, seriously, it's gonna be somewhere between really good and holy shit, what just happened? And I honestly have no idea which was gonna be. I really don't.
Either works.
Right, exactly. Like worst case scenario, we're sitting on our own DeFi platform where we can add value in this way. Great.
I am says I've been teaching Corey for days now. Oh no, I've been teaching for days now, Corey. I get it. I thought.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I am has been teaching me many things over the last 8 months, though. So cheers, buddy.
Yeah, he's Sue's pal in the game. They spend a lot of time doing community stuff in Chicken Ka. So anyway, back to the Alcor page. What we just did was a swap, and then you click the next tab over, which is called liquidity, and you can see that I've set up a number of liquidity pools. You would click the plus sign to add liquidity, and you match those amounts, and away you go. You've created a liquidity pair. Now, not all of them are
Careful,
incentivized.
you haven't created a liquidity pair because that's a different thing.
Okay,
You've
liquidity
added liquidity to the pair,
to
and
a
you've
pool.
received what's called an LP token or a liquidity provided token.
Okay.
Just so we could, because
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just clarify.
Good clarify.
Right. So, and you can also zip out of those at any time by hitting the minus sign, and you can reduce the amount you have in any pool that you're looking at. Now, not all of these incentivized pools that we're talking about are incentivized at BlueDAC. If you go to the blueshipples.io website, there's specifically a Nefty and Shipple pair and a Shill and Aether pair that are both incentivized. And if you're on the leaderboard on bullshipples.io, you're going to get packs. You're going to get NFT packs from Bullshipples that may include another million Shipple or millionaire tokens for Shipple. So looking around to see which other projects are incentivizing liquidity is a really cool thing. That's what I learned is I can stake all day in liquidity pools and I'll make a tiny bit of a drip of whatever the tokens are. But more importantly, when projects are incentivizing that liquidity, that's where we're going to see some amazing returns. So, okay, back to BlueDAC now. Corey, the AMI number stands for?
The average intergalactic mining yield.
Okay, say that again.
The
average intergalactic
mining yield.
So that's a factor that you use with the amount that you have staked, correct?
Yeah, if you times that AMI number by the amount that you have staked, that will give you a rough estimate. The pools are very dynamic, but it'll give you a rough estimate of the amount of blue that you earn every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So that means that if this has an AMI of 4.14 and I have 54 blue staked,
it's starting to show up.
It's going to be about 200 blue,
which is about 100. Which is about 100 wax.
Which is about $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's at the current values, right? And if blue rises in value,
I think blue is probably, it has to drop a bit from here,
right?
Because we're about to put way more in circulation than has ever been in circulation, right? so I would expect to see it, balance out. But there's a lot more people that want it. So I don't know what's going to happen. Like we released it at 0.1 wax, and honestly, I would be happy with it at that price before it starts to come back up again. But
it was about half a wax yesterday when it's
0.57 now.
Wow. So think about get that number in your head for a minute. At the end of tonight, because I will have been in for more than 24 hours when we get to midnight Universal time goes, so 8 p.m. Eastern, 200 blue will appear in my wallet or thereabouts, right? That's a rough estimate because, as you say, the AMI number fluctuates. It was 420 yesterday, man.
Of course it was. Hey, what are you getting off the Shipple one? Let's check that one out.
The Shipple one's pretty low.
Yeah, but do the math on it though.
Oh yeah, what percentage is
math? You're hilarious.
Of it is yours.
I'll do the math. I'll do the math for you.
Blue XP, Blue Kate, Blue.
It's
CPR,
the old logo.
Yeah, it's the
remember?
old logo, and we'll get that changed. Don't worry about that, guys.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
there it is, yeah.
It's 0.04, and I have a little bit staked there.
Yeah. Hit me. Give me the number.
2369.
94.
And the AMI is 0.04.
94. So it's another 94 blue a day. Oh shit!
And when you see that blue is worth half a wax, that gives your Shipple more value than it would have if you were just going to go do a swap on Alcor for it, right? So that's what we're doing. Excuse me.
Yeah, and the thing is, people are going to realize that what we're doing, and I expect else to jump in tomorrow.
Right, and that's okay, right? But what's going to happen though is look at all the pairs that there are. This is the ones that are related to Yoshi, our friend Yoshi Kondo. Mm-hmm. There's the lithium one with a 0.05, and I've got quite a bit in that one too, right? So what I've done is invest a little bit in a lot of these pairs, and what I'll probably do is every day or so I'll come in and look at the AMI number for the different projects, and if I'm not in one, I'll try and get some of that token so I can make a liquidity pool pair, and
I think what I want to do, that AMI number is not instructive, right? You can't really take a look at the AMI number and go, oh, I want to get into this pair because it's so relative, right?
Okay.
Like the amount of AMI that you need in Aether blue is 1,000 times more than the amount of AMI that you need in wax blue. So you couldn't really come and take a look at it and go, okay, I know where to go.
Right.
And so we're contemplating a couple of redesigns on that so that would be possible, right? Like you'd be able to take a look at it and go, okay, where do I
Right.
want to be? What's the pool that kind of needs the most help and potentially has the most blue rewards for whatever you can put into it.
Right.
So we're giving that a little bit of rethink.
Okay. Well, point is, staking these pairs is going to get you some immediate return that you can then use to swap for other tokens to be in pools with, or turn it into wax, turn it into USD through the chain we use to get from one place to the other. And this is an early adopter's dream right here, is that you get in as quickly as you can. I kind of hate myself that I'm broadcasting this to the world right now.
It's like when I got into Egg Chain initially, is like, do I tell everyone?
So that's the next thing I'm going to learn, by the way, is how to get onto the other side of the Egg Chain thing. I'm having a little trouble with that, but it'll soak in. If I sleep on my computer like this, it'll osmosis into my
Corey's got 6 minutes. All right.
Yeah,
Corey.
I'm going to be launching so many things on Blue Deck. You're not going to have time for Egg Chain.
I love that. Actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm all about it.
I have plans.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is on Friday, the doors to SHIPPLETOPIA are going to open. And I have to be an honest dealer here and tell you, I have not been in to the SHIPPLETOPIA build in about 60 days. So I can hardly imagine how much has changed in there. I've seen a lot of screenshots and some video clips of the miraculously cool things that Russ and Jen and others have built. Laurie, you got a list there, you said, of what's going to happen with the grand opening event on Friday, right?
Let's see. Let me look on my so Friday is the grand opening tour, and all are welcome and encouraged, obviously. Then the 27th is going to be the race is beginning, and that will be a recurring every Wednesday night.
Right. So let me stop you there for a second and say, if you have ever seen the movie Ready Player One, there was the race they participated in through the streets of New York,
Yes.
right, with King Kong and a whole bunch of other obstacles, and there was a leaderboard for that race. And so we've kind of the build team has recreated in a way that race with some changes that are sort of Corey specific and Uplift specific. But the point is, there's a leaderboard. And if you are on that leaderboard, it's going to translate onto bullshipples.io website, where if you win a race, you're going to get a prize. And I don't know what the prizes are yet, but I would imagine.
Can we fly in? I have 5 minutes.
No, we can't, because I'm not on the actual server. I'm on the Chicken Ka server.
Oh, dude, that's funny. All right. So, I mean, we get the preview of the thing here.
I honestly, I didn't want to give much away.
Oh,
so
all right.
really
No, if this is it, then I think talking about it's great. I think, like, from what I've seen of it, I love the fact that you haven't seen it either in a couple months, because everything I've been seeing from it is just like, what?
There may or may not be reptiles in the sewers.
Like you do. That checks out.
That's a thing. You may or may not find references to Star Trek, Star Wars, Lost in Space, Super Mario World. I mean, it's just
I feel like
that's overwhelming.
Just a bunch of presents for me.
It's like Disney World for nerds,
right? Like Disneyland for nerds.
Yep, pretty much. Disney World,
I'm all about it.
Is better than Disneyland. I will die on that hill. Although there's no hills because we're Florida and it's flat.
Yeah,
so there's the race happening. That starts when, you said?
The 27th.
Next Wednesday.
Yep,
right.
Next Wednesday. And then there's going to be a weekly treasure hunt that reveals on the Shipple show on the 27th as well.
Right. Another reason for no screenshots, Corey, is because some of the puzzle places and locations are right. We didn't want to expose anything that's going to win somebody.
And then 29th, do we want to announce that? That's the Rave Cave, which is going to be an every Friday night. Awesome DJ.
I can't wait till they see where the Rave Cave is. I think it's going to blow your freaking minds. Remember that our founder's name is Martian, and that's all I want to tell you about that.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right, so all of that stuff is coming up, and the park actually opens Friday. I guess sorry I didn't get with Bullshipples. I've been running around all day, but essentially you're going to meet in a location. The gate's going to open, and everybody's going to flood into the park and be able to do cool stuff. We guarantee that no visitors will be eaten by velociraptors. That's an ironclad promise we can make you
That's
that
nice of you.
Velociraptors will not kill guests on opening day like they did in that silly movie, which may or may not be referenced in the park. Those of you who've known me for a while or know about me know that I'm a bit of a Disney history freak. And the idea that we're making this theme park experience in the Chicken Cow world secretly, like Walt, like they sort of bought up the property to do Disney World, makes me very happy. And Marty and I share that, actually. He's also excited about that. And I had the idea.
Corey, you got like 1 minute. What do you have left for us?
Yeah, what do you got left for us, old man?
I do. I've got all this crazy. I'm just trying to look like Greg when I grow up. Do whatever you can to get as much LP into Blue DAC over the next week or two as you possibly can at the expense of every other LP pair that you are in. Nothing that is being rewarded by anyone else will be anywhere close what people are going to get out of this. And then just sit on that stuff and figure out how to add more LP and keep up. If I'm right about this, and I mean, I know at least in part, like it'll be somewhere between 5 times and 500 times as valuable as being staked to any other pool. And I don't know which it is, but I know that 5 is still better.
5 is definitely better.
5 works.
Right? Like, I'm kind of good at math, but there's too many variables. All I know is it's either going to be good or what the fuck just happened good.
Yeah.
Understood.
So, yeah.
Get in.
Hey, you know what you should do, Corey? You should go
What's
get
that?
in your car and drive to Newport Richie.
Right.
So maybe
Thank you so much for having me on.
Have a safe drive.
That's cool, man. It's
Drive
cool.
safely.
Hey,
He's
Upland
coming.
Action NFT News just popped into the comments. What's up?
Yeah, they're like, treasure race.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love this so much. Just you guys need to do a collab with them like all day long.
That would be
Right
And
on.
honestly, like I think they should tokenize their show because I've heard that like if you just make a blue pair, they might actually list you someday, and rockets get strapped to your ass. Goodbye.
Okay.
I'm going to complain to the management. I keep getting kicked out of the game because I'm idling too long doing the show. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
I looked away.
Bye-bye.
He's
He
gone.
went.
I am says it's so good to see Greg on the show. We never see him anymore. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I had a hospitalization in May, and so I've been taking some time. Stupid phantoms. I've been taking some time away to look after my health and do some other things. We're wrapping up our counseling business practice in the next few weeks, so I've been focusing on making sure that we have everything ready to pack up from that. And so I'm sorry I haven't been here that much, but I've been paying attention. And I actually kind of have liked being just another player. I've been playing a lot more Minecraft lately than I had been. So that's been good for me to do. And Sue says, I'm in SHIPPLETOPIA building right now. See, it's actually being stored on another server while I build it. And she's in there building right now. She can't wait for everyone to come in and see all. It's absolutely amazing. If you looked at where Sue built her hotel and her concert venue and all that stuff on her property, imagine that kind of creativity let loose in a
She's
theme
so
park
creative.
environment.
I can't wait to see
So, yeah. And, I like to remind people that Sue is really new at Minecraft. Like, she's not been playing that long. She's just an extraordinary artistic talent. And having a place where she has like an unlimited supply of cool colored blocks to come in and build with, it was a really good idea. And her media in her artwork is polymer clay. And if you think about it,
Beautiful.
combining colors and textures and
that.
shapes,
Right?
it's just something that just really natural to her. So we're super, super proud that we got Sue and Zestra. That's our friend Ginny Rupert to come in and make all this stuff. She says, in fact, Zestra says, make sure you follow Shipple.io on Twitter for sneak peeks over the next 2 days. We're going to be posting some screenshots and things. But again, we're trying hard not to do too much sharing of what you're going to see. We want people to actually come to Chicken Ka and walk through and get on the train and ride over to the park and check it all out. So now let's talk about you guys.
All right.
Well,
Go for it.
I have something interesting that I just noticed. So I just went on my Alcor, and I noticed that in there right now, because I have it staked everywhere else, my Shipple, I have just over 1 million, and there's actually a dollar amount next to it.
Yes.
Cool.
That is amazing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going for about $10 a million.
Actual monetary value.
Right.
Yeah.
So we went from 0 to $10 a million. And we think that the acceleration rate is likely to be faster to the $100 a million line or the $1,000 a million line, right? That's why Corey built all this, and you're watching your friends create an economy and the levers to control that economy on behalf of people that have believed in it from the start.
Yeah,
amazing.
I get
Just
emotional about
incredible.
that.
I'm welling up. It's
Yeah, it is incredible because it's going to benefit not just those investing, but those who are in need. And we get to do that through the Shipple charity. And that is just so thrilling. From the very beginning of this, that was a driving force and an underlying motivation to do real world good through this. And it's just so exciting. So we've only gotten to, hang with one charity thus far, but we're in the process of becoming all legal and ready to roll and able to do it the right way. And so that's really exciting that those steps are being taken. And we're just going to get to really pour out love on a bunch of people. So
that is a really cool thing. And the first charity we benefited, by the way, that happened 3 years ago with Hands of the Goddess, and they still get donations from people that learned about them from the shows that Corey and I were doing it, which were different. They were more political and local talk, but they still get anonymous drops on their porch of a giant box of lighters or flashlights or socks from people that have paid attention to our live streams over the years. And some of those are the Shipple people, and I just can't tell you how excited I am that happened. And I want that to happen for, Laurie, for your local charity, and Jess, for the charity that you choose.
I'm so thrilled to see it pour out all over the nation and world, wherever it's supposed to be.
And I when I introduced Laurie, I said our Shipple auntie. What that means is basically she is the driving force that's going to get us organized into a formal organization that can donate to other organizations. So it's sort of
the way I look at it is I don't mind being a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Well, everybody I know will tell you I don't mind being a pain in the butt, but not about this stuff, right? You seem to have a much better handle on organizing than I do in this way. And so, with the others, we were very happy to have you on board. We're happy to make decisions, and we're happy to talk about the deep philosophical part of this. But as far as the day-to-day getting it done part, we're really glad Laurie decided to join us, and we hope to be able to, pay her one day. That'd be cool.
Oh, it's going to be great. I've gotten some random little, things that show up in my wax wallet. It's been amazing.
Right.
So,
nice. I like how that goes.
Awesome. Yeah.
So Jess, what are you doing these days? Because you were running a bakery the last time
really?
I talked to you. Is that?
I was, and I'm actually. I can't say.
We haven't talked in a long time for those. So we're catching up.
I can't say too much about what I have coming up, but I actually just accepted a new job. My boss.
Is it drugs? Are you a drug dealer now?
On my lunch break, and my boss doesn't know.
So Jess is definitely not a drug dealer.
Definitely not a drug dealer. No, I actually got a job with City of Tampa.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Teaching and doing theater. Through the Parks and Rec department.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm so excited. Nobody knows.
Is there a what's his name? The guy from Parks and Rec. Is there the guy with the mustache that is angry at everybody and eats meat and drinks scotch?
Not that I know. Maybe I haven't met him.
One of your actors can be him. Yeah.
Teaching theater in Parks and Rec. That's cool as hell.
Yeah. So we go around to libraries and community centers and do shows and teach kids and do workshops and whatnot. I'm just super stoked.
I love it.
Hey, look at this message from Zestra, from Ginny Rippert. Those of you in the game that know Zestra, her real name is Virginia Rippert. She is also a local here in Central Florida. If at Shipple.io hits 700 followers on Twitter during this show, I will post an unseen screenshot that I took last night in Shippletopia.
Come on now, everybody.
And she says, and we're 5 away from 700. So if you are not a Twitter person, you should go and you should definitely follow at Shipple.io. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get on your phone every day. You're going to get updates and pictures and stories of people.
That's awesome.
Probably all the information about the charity and all that good stuff will be in there as well. One thing I forgot to mention when we were talking about Blue Dac earlier that I want to make sure that I say, you have to have a membership NFT to participate in Blue Dac.
That is great.
So you're going to need to go to nefty.io and you're going to need to buy a membership from there or from the secondary market on Atomic Hub. They're running around I think $19. I bought mine at $17. They were $19 yesterday. So you're going to need a Blue DAC membership NFT to get in and participate, but they're available, right? And that's worth pointing out, just to make sure that I didn't leave that out of the equation.
Yeah, good
are
call.
going to need that, right? So what else do we want to talk about?
Oh boy. Let's see. Should I look on Marty's list here and see?
Yeah. What did we
Meme
miss?
rewards. Current
Right.
and ongoing. Do we?
That's Jess's department, right?
Why don't you want to expand on that, Jess?
Yeah. So right now I still have like at least 20 NFTs just to give away for participation. And they're little bundles. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but I know it's something cool. So just for participation, I just want to see some. Right now, our theme until next Wednesday is nautical. So anything about shipping, shiptastic, whatever. We just want to see some funny memes. Post them in the shipple.io group. All of our memes just need to have a couple of things. We need your wax address so that we know who to give stuff to. We need hashtag gamified generosity on there and bullshipples.io. And the rest of it is totally up to you. So
And that's on that's on the shipple.io Telegram group?
Telegram, yes, thank you.
Okay.
And also then next Wednesday, we'll choose a winner out of all of them. We'll choose the one we like best. Now, eventually, we are going to be voting on memes in the community like we used to do. But right now, we just kind of pick the funniest one, and that person gets a Shipple pack. So it's win-win-win.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That was a founding, how we entertained ourselves at the beginning of Shipple was having a meme contest every Wednesday evening. I think, was it on Wednesday evenings? It was one night a week where we counted down the top 25 and laughed ourselves stupid. And a lot of the inside jokes that you hear from the Uplift, that's where they started, when and you want to be on the inside jokes, right? You want to be in like the meme feedback loop where we actually make the same memes over and over at each other and it gets hilarious. Among the stellar luminaries that were part of that did great memes, Marty was one. Sue FG was meme. There are T-shirts of Sue's memes out in the world, in the real world. My roommate has 2 of them, right? So, what I want is the Sasquatch milk carton Shipple meme on a T-shirt. That because I have a bit of a Sasquatch fixation. So that one was my all-time favorite. And of course, our friend Dino, who did the "All My Friends Are Shipple" meme, that was one of Dino's. Lots of fun stuff. So we want to rekindle that, and especially now that we have like this whole metaverse world to play in. You could go into the Uplift, take a screenshot of yourself, meme yourself in the Uplift, in an Uplift meme. Come on, this is just too good, too good. What else you got there on your list, Laurie?
Let's see, Shipple missions. What's that? I don't know what that is.
So Shipple missions have been posted in the Telegram group. I think it's mostly Jen from Jen's Awesome
Jen, yes,
and Marty Bullshipple.
I don't know who that
is. And they have posted, if you go up through the Telegram, and I think they may even be pinned at the top as well in the shipple.io Telegram. And there are some really awesome prizes for those. I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but if you check them out, I believe at least one of them is still running, if not 2, the last 2.
Right. Yeah. And basically, you're asked to either share a meme on Twitter and then repost back into the group and get rewarded that way. I wanted to mention that I mentioned earlier the leaderboards for the liquidity pools. That's also where the leaderboard for the race and the other contests from SHIPPLETOPIA will be kept. Is at bullshipples.io for now. I have a secret I can't tell about the future of that. So you want to go to bullshipples.io and look at the things that they're tracking, because there are rewards to be had. When we talk about incentives, that's a website where you're going to be able to find multiple incentives for participating in all of these Shipple ventures and ideas and games. Eventually, what we're going to get to is a system where you can nominate a local charity from where you live, wherever that is, and if the votes are, if the votes go your way, that charity could benefit from the Shipple, the gamified generosity movement, and that's pretty exciting, right? So, it's not just about my charity here in Newport Richey, Florida. It could be about a charity wherever wherever you live. And I can't think of anything more better.
So awesome. More better. More better.
More awesomer than that.
Yeah.
Some people have a way with language, Laurie, and other people just know.
It just happens.
Right.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. The other thing is, of course, there's going to be build contests happening.
Yes.
So that's going to be super fun. Coming soon.
Yeah. Let me say that while we're looking at the map, and I'm going to screen share here for a quick second.
And then the other I can just mention, because it's not coming till November, but there is going to be a Shipple token pack sale. So just stay tuned for that one.
Oh, that's good. We'll be able to buy some more.
That's a big one. I'm sure that will be mentioned again. But
so this map is all of Chicken Ka. Okay, that's our entire part of the Uplift universe. And SHIPPLETOPIA is this area here that's blacked out for good reason. Okay. But these other green areas that you see off to the side are actually in play, and we'll probably be having build contests there. So I don't know what we're doing for rewards on the build contest, but I wouldn't be surprised if land rewards are part of the deal. And that's valuable. That's huge. That's no joke valuable. So I'm pretty excited that we're going to be doing build contests and probably themed ones. I would love to pick one of these big sand areas and have a sandcastle building contest.
That'd be so fun.
Right?
So
maybe we'll figure out a way to do that. Of course, we'd have to have a lot of sand. And it's not like we have any areas that have a lot of sand on them. Yeah. My 1,000 by 1,000 up here, I'm sand rich. This is mine.
Nice.
Up here in the corner. So yeah. Also, kind of an update. What we're doing right now, we're waiting for some NFTs from the team at Uplift and Legend. We had made some promises about shops that are in the hub here in Chicken Ka, and we're only waiting for them to figure out how to do split level NFTs. So you only own like a 10 by 10 block, because we made some shops in there, and we promised them, we gave them to people that had bought the big level Genesis NFTs for our world, and all we're waiting on to distribute those shops is for them to be issued. And also, you'll notice this little grid area. This is the Maya quarter, and all of these little green squares are eventually going to have their own NFTs, and you will be able to bid for and buy these at some future point. So people will be able to have a home right in the heart of Chicken Ka. Yeah. And when you come out, when you come to the Uplift World this weekend to go and see SHIPPLETOPIA, you're going to come in at the spawn hub here in the center of our world. Sue and Zestra did an amazing job of making the inside of that hub look like we wanted it to have sort of a Port New Orleans Disney World look. We wanted it to look, so it's beautiful shady streets, and they did a great job on the architecture, reminding you of a city that has high rail fences and things like that. So it's pretty cool. I flew down instead of using the railroad today. I flew down from my plot way up. Look at all the development that's going on out here in the rest of Chicken Ka. It's getting to be like a city, Anyway, I flew down, and I'm just astonished at the builds. It's absolutely worth putting a rail cart under your butt. You can get one at the hub, and just riding the rails in any direction and hopping off and looking at all the amazing stuff people are building while you're killing time waiting for SHIPPLETOPIA to open up on Friday.
There you go.
What a world we've made. Yeah. And this happened because at the beginning, it was one big world, and there were only 8 of us in it. And Corey kept saying, move your stuff further west. You can't keep this. Move your stuff further west. So we moved out here to the middle of nowhere, and he designated it West City and gave control of it to the CK7. We built the rail infrastructure and a few little things, and the players have done all of the rest.
Awesome.
And we've just been absolutely knocked out by the creativity that's been shown here. And I know all the worlds are like this, but frankly, Chicken Ka's the best, man, because it's ours.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, starting in November too, there'll be a Chicken Packs blender. Finally, we're going to get the chicken blender packs distributed, because there were some. We've been waiting on that, so that's good news. Good. And I want people to understand that what's happening is the technology, and so for some of these things, is developing and changing so fast that we have one plan, but there's a better idea or a better way to get things done. And so Marty has been
not struggling, but grappling with that. Well, do we roll it out today, or do we wait 30 days for this new thing to become available? The technology and the ability to make cool things happen is rolling out faster sometimes than we can keep up with. So we're going to get there. And the chicken packs, I got a bazillion of them. I can't wait. It's going to be great fun.
Cool. Very cool. Let's see. We talked about, the nomination process is we're developing that. And so we've got a form, and we're going to talk through and make sure we're not forgetting anything in that. So as soon as CK7 and maybe a couple others get to go through and nominate their charity of choice, then we'll open it up to the community, which is going to be fantastic. So, looking forward to that, and just having that as an ongoing build.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Russ reminds me, not struggling, adapting. So much adapting.
Yes, there you go.
Yes, I'm adapting to the quicksand.
Or morphing. I'm not sure which, right?
By the way, when you get into Shippletopia and you look around, the things that are in there that animate and move, it's Russ. Russ is the animation king when it comes to this.
Super cool.
So I wish I could say more about the reptiles in the sewer, but
don't. Community voting by NFT, that's coming soon. So that'll be a kind of way to vote. Do you have any
community's ability to vote on the charities that are included in? That's going to be great. I just can't wait. And the better job, let's say that you're one of the people that nominates a charity that gets an NFT made, right? Your ability to roust your community into donating to them and to participating in the voting is going to help them do better when it comes to incentivizing people giving.
Right.
So
gamified generosity and real world.
Yeah. A community of generosity.
Yeah. So
Hallelujah.
awesome. Yeah. Yes.
What else you
got? The 26th, Jen and Marty on Keen Bozak's show to talk about Utopia. Ken. Sorry.
Ken with two N's.
Yes. And
so
Blue Dak.
So
we're going to talk about Shippletopia and Blue Dak, which is super cool. All those things together.
Something hilarious. Wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah, this is hilarious. So you want to see a picture of Ken Bozak?
Sure.
This is the Genesis world. Okay. And this is Ken Bozak's giant face in the middle of the Genesis world. Yeah. So there it is, a portrait of Ken Bozak in the Genesis world. He is are
we seeing it? Seeing it. You got to share it with.
Oh, yeah. I got a screen share.
Yeah.
There it is. Ken Bozak's giant face. Do you
Nice.
know how big it is?
Oh, there it
is.
Okay.
Yeah, it darkens the skies. Everything under it is in pitch black because Ken Bozak's giant face is
That's hilarious.
right there.
I like the colors.
So that's who that is. That's Ken.
Great
Nice.
colors.
And he is a great innovator in the crypto space. Has his own NFT line, has his own currency, his own token. His Ken token is one of the ones that's Blue Dak paired. So you can actually invest in his token and make some blue from that.
Neat. Yeah. So the Blue Dak, he just was like exclamation point,
right.
The opportunity for all the Shipple OG fam to earn value. So get them while you can. Participate.
That's so exciting.
Gamify generosity with it. Hashtag that. That's
I want to make sure that this is the funny thing about all this is I've known Corey now for 7 years. The first time I met him, I interviewed him for used to do a local internet TV show about entertainment, and I had never met Corey. I'd seen a video of him performing music, which, by the way, you should catch that because he's really, really good.
I've heard.
And I went to interview him for my show, and he was like one of only two people I had ever met that was excited that I had a podcast. You have a podcast? And so he did too. His was called The Baboon Room, and essentially it was him and some drunk friends drinking a bottle of Jameson and arguing. And mine was much more organized and polished. It sounded like a radio show. But like a week after I interviewed him, I called him up and he said, "Yeah, let's do one of your podcasts and one of mine." And we did that. And we have been working together nonstop ever since. And there is no one that I've ever known that has worked harder to promote other people's success than Corey. So when you see him, digging in to make an economy where we can benefit. And when you see him digging in to make Shipple happen so that we could make charity stuff happen around it, that's who Corey is. It's just it's the guy that I've always known. And we've had our moments where we butt heads because we're both fairly smart and opinionated. But for the most part, right, like my undying memory and thoughts about Corey will be that he is generous with your success as he is anxious for his own. And he will punch anybody in the mouth that tries to stop you from succeeding, as long as what you're doing isn't punching people in the mouth. He's just an extremely positive, helpful guy, and that's why he's attracted this amazing team of superheroes to do all this stuff. So
good.
Yeah.
Well,
we killed an hour.
Yeah, we're good. I got through everything there on Marty's list. So
all right, cool. So that means Jen will be sending us our $10,000 checks for guesting on her show.
Oh yeah.
It's Canadian dollars, so I don't know what the exchange is right now, but that's not really happening. Anything else? Anything else we want to talk about?
Let's do this. Be creative.
All right. Yeah, Friday SHIPPLETOPIA opens. Listen, get on the Telegram Shipple.io group. Get on Twitter. I don't know how we did here, but
how did we do, Zestra?
Zestra, did we clear 700? It was 700, wasn't it? Yeah, we needed 5 more followers on the Twitter channel.
Right. Come on.
Get on that, and if we get there, then she's going to show us some screenshots that have never been seen before. And Jen is back, of course, on Wednesday with another Jen's Awesome Show. I would gamble that show will be from within SHIPPLETOPIA. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. Giant Rainbow Bozak looks like him in real life. That's true. I've actually seen Ken in real life, and he definitely there's an aura. You might think that it's pot smoke, but no, it's actually a rainbow aura. That's what it is.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. All right. So that's our show for today. We actually pulled off a Jen's Awesome Show. And Jess, thank you so much for all you're doing with the meme thing. I'm so glad somebody's keeping that alive, and it doesn't have to be me. And I'll try and do a little more meming. I don't even have Photoshop anymore. Like, I have GIMP, but I don't know half of the tools, how they work. But we'll
I build all of my memes on a logo app on my phone, a free logo app on my phone. So you can find other ways.
I've been doing there's a meme generator that I've been using, a browser-based one that has most of the tools we would need. So
that's awesome.
So there we go. Laurie, thank you so much for all you are doing. And like I said, I'm so glad somebody's here to organize all this, because we were just going to throw money out the car window as we drove by charities, and that just seems like we could do so much better, and we can only do that because you're here. So thank you.
You are so welcome. It's such a privilege. So thank you, Greg, for everything you're doing, and good luck with all that's going on in your life too. So
all right. Thank you very much. And to Jen, thank you for letting me host today. I haven't done this in quite a while. You're right. Try and be a little more available. But what I want to say is that I love doing this part. And anytime anybody wants me to come be on a show and talk about cool stuff that's going on, I'm happy to do it. And that's it. That will return the car with minimal dents and scratches, Jen. And good luck to you. All right, guys. And we'll see you Friday for the opening of SHIPPLETOPIA. You have to, if you're in the Uplift World, you have to get there from the transport hub in Chicken-Ka, and then you can go south and then west, and south till you smell it and west till you step in it, as we used to say in radio. And you'll be in SHIPPLETOPIA. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys.